you can compete at some level, even if you have a bad break, but it's a very limited level, and that's really doesn't matter how great you are at everything else. If you're playing a player of equal or even less skill than you, if he has a better or she has a better break, she's going to beat you in the long run. And that's how big a factor that the break is. So knowing that, every pool player can get a real true edge on most levels of competition if they have a good break. I don't know how many times I've walked away from matches knowing that I played better than my opponent, um, but I still lost, and it always comes down to the break. He had a better break. So it's all about control, and nine ball is a game for absolute control freaks, and that's one reason there's some players who are not the nicest people in the world. And that all starts with making that wing ball in combination with getting the cue ball to come to rest at the center of the table. If the cue ball is at the center table after the break, your chances of having a good clear shot on that one ball are greatly, greatly, greatly increased. So those three main topics work hand in hand: making the wing ball, getting the cue ball parked in the center of the table, and controlling to the one ball to where you have a clear shot on that one ball. A few years ago, a few players, namely Corey Dole, who started it all, got the 9 ball breakdown to a science to where literally every time he broke, he could get the cue ball in the center of the table, make the wing ball, and get the one ball right next to a pocket for a simple shot on the one ball to be able to get to the two and just continue to run it over and over and over again. These guys were running 9, 10, 11 racks in a row against their opponents, and their opponents just never got to the table. And it became truly boring for the fans and truly predictable, and just it wasn't pretty. So they had to change some rules, and the first rule they changed was putting the 2 ball in the back of the rack, because while they could control the 1 ball, when you put the 2 ball in the back of the rack, you can't predict where it's going. It's getting bounced around. But that wasn't enough. They were soft breaking, really soft. And so they changed the rule that you have to get 3 balls above the head string. Now, if you make a ball in the break, which was always going to be that wing ball, you only had to get 2 balls back up over the head string. And that fixed it. Players could no longer soft break because they couldn't comply with that rule change. And that's still not all tournaments. Most tournaments nowadays, that is the rule of the tournament, but not all of them. No matter what style of break that you use, you're looking to achieve three main things. And you want to make that wing ball. You want to park the cue ball in the center of the table, because this way you'll have the highest percentages of getting a shot on the one. You want to put the 1 ball by one of the top corner pockets. It just depends on what side of the table you're breaking from. If you're breaking from the left side, you're looking to get the 1 ball in this vicinity near that corner pocket. And if you're breaking from the right-hand side, you're looking to get the 1 ball near the top left-hand corner pocket. Some people will say that you're trying to make the one ball in one of the side pockets, and that's just utter nonsense. They're just repeating things that they heard from someone else who was wrong. The problem with making the one ball is you have no idea where the two is going, especially when it's in the back of the stack. You cannot control that two ball. You can control the one ball. Therefore, you want an opening shot on that one ball. So whether you hit them super hard and power break them, or you hit them at medium speed, and no matter where from behind the line you're hitting them, this is a standard 9-ball break. And the object with the cut break is the same thing. It's just that some guys find it a little bit easier and are more in control of it. And usually the cut break is shot off one of the side rails, but all you're doing is drawing the cue ball back off the one ball to the side rail. So from this position you would hit the one ball a little left of center, and you're drawing the cue ball back toward this rail right here and bouncing out to center table. And while you're doing that, the one ball is being forced to the right hand side rail and bouncing off it toward the top left hand corner. And if you're breaking from the right hand side, it would just be the opposite, and it would look like this. And of course, if you are breaking from the right hand side, you should hit that one ball a hair toward the right hand side of the one ball. And in that case, it would be the 4-ball. That would be the wing ball. And if you're looking to learn more about the power break, I'm going to be covering all of it in detail, all the mechanics of it and everything. But it's going to be in another video. This is just part 2 of it looks like a 10-part series where I'm going to try to cover every single aspect of the break. In this case, that one ball should wind up by the top right hand corner. But the one ball got banged up here and there, and this is just a soft break just to see how the table is rolling and how the balls are rolling. And I wanted to see if I could comply with the 3-point rule, which I did because I made 3 balls on the break. Things that make you go, Here's another cut break, but let me remind you, this is not my forte. Okay, I'm much more of a standard power breaking kind of guy. And one more cut break, and then we'll start getting into this. Yeah, it's about what you want, except I went 2 rails on the break. Man, I've been working hard on this dang break series. Y'all better hit the thumbs up or something. Buy me some cake.